Yo, YouTube, what's the word? It's your boy Isaac Trades back with another video. I think we're on like episode 16, 15, I think 16. It'll be in the title, but we're on another episode of the Road to Funded Challenge, and I have to say, y'all, this might be it. This might be it. We had another losing day, and after today's losing day, and after how last week's performance was, I really went back and I had to look at these charts. I'm like, Isaac, what are you doing? And I figured out what I was doing wrong. Like, don't get me wrong, August is still a very wiki, not the best month, but the accountability factor. I had to really look at myself and be like, what are you doing differently that you weren't doing in all the other months? Because this is probably the biggest losing streak I've been on since last August. I don't even think I went on, or I guess it's not that long of a streak because I won on Monday, but you get the point. Over my last 10 trades, I think I've only won like 2 or something like that. And that hasn't happened in like a couple years at this point. So I'm not sure if I was getting camera shot. I don't know what it was, but I figured it out. And from here on out, it should be better. I mean, of course, you never know what's going to happen day to day, but I take some fault in some of that stuff. But anyways, had another losing day. The account is actually almost gone. We're going to see if we can save this account. If we save this account, I'll be more impressed about saving this account than passing the account itself, because I think I have about $200 worth of drawdown left. So essentially, I have one more trade and it has to win. I have to profit on that trade for me to continue with this account. But I'm glad I'm getting to show y'all this. Y'all get to see in real time how it goes, right? People blow accounts still. Things like that still happen. So we're going to get into the video. We're going to break down the chart, see exactly what went wrong, what I should have done. Today, when I show y'all the video, you're going to be like, bro, Isaac, what are you doing? Because I shouldn't have lost any money today. Should actually made some money, maybe. But anyways, we'll get into that. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you get the link in the description. That's going to take you to the free beginners program. That's where, if you don't know how to trade or you barely know what trading is, go there first. I don't even recommend you paying for VIP. VIP is for the ones who really trying to get paid. Like they're in the field, they've been trading, now they need more of a direction on how to do it. The free beginners program, that is for your average person who's like, what's trading? I think I want to learn how to trade. How do I know what it is? That's free, and that's for everybody to check out to see if this is something you want to do and if this is something that you can comprehend. But anyways, don't want to talk too much on that. Let's get straight to the charts. Let's break it down.
All right, let's get into it. First thing I did, come to the chart right before trading time, and I'm just seeing what are we working with. So what do I notice? I notice market structure on our 5-minute. What we're currently doing is bearish, right? We have this kind of happening right here. Price action is moving like this. Move this to the side, have a bearish look, right? I also want to go to the higher time frame just to see what we're looking at. It does look like we're pretty bullish though for the higher time frames as far as the price action today. So high, low, high, low, high, right? And this can simply just be, the high of your range, the low of your range, and this is internal liquidity. It looks like it actually took out pretty much all of that liquidity right here, right? Took out this wick. I mean, you could come down here, but I don't think it's coming to take this out. At least that low, that'd be pretty close. But it looks like we took out all the internal. This even makes a trend line this way. So I think this is the last point. So even though we're bearish on the lower time frame, I really lean more towards buys. But again, I'm going to do what the market gives me. Here's my level. I drew. So I drew this level for my MobbbCycle low, and I drew this level for my MobbbCycle high. I'm going to go ahead and delete the higher time frame stuff, or I'll keep those lines, but cool. So from this area, all right, if I wanted to buy, I wanted to break out above this, retest, continue buy up, possibly hit that, continue buy up. I want to see this play out if I'm going to look for buys. If I'm going to look for sales, personally, the only sales I think I would want to take would be sales below this. I wouldn't want to take anything over here because if we're this close to the high and we're bullish overall, I feel like this is more of a hope than a realistic possibility if I'm trying to play this level. Even if it gives me the perfect setup at this level, it doesn't make sense for me to do that in my opinion. So The only sales I'll possibly look at is sales down here, and even that target is not too far because we break this low right here, that would mean us becoming bearish. So I would monitor how we move beyond this low. If we close below, if we break it, like what happens? Um, so cool. What I did is I waited for the market to give me something, right? Boom. So it was right there. Let me go back to it. Right here, we broke out of our cycle low, right? We had our cycle low that was this dot or this wick, and this area right here broke out above this area right there. So when I see that, I say, okay, I'm gonna retest buy. Cool, do my thing. Now, this is where I messed up, and this is where I say I have not been locked in. Like it hasn't been August hasn't been the prettiest month. Yes, I've told y'all that, but I am the only person to blame right now because some of the stuff that is going on is just like, Isaac, what are you doing? So, anyways, got in right here, had my stop loss. Stop loss should have been at the end of this, which is 11.25, which is not bad. That is not bad at all. That's something that I feel like it's a normal stop loss for the way we trade. But me coming off a couple of losses, me trying to maximize winning days and get max profits, I said I'm gonna do 8 points. And I said I'm gonna aim for this right there, 8 points. That would give me a 1 to 4, just about. And then 1 to 2 was right here. This would be the break even. Cool. So this is what I had, right? Market came in. Let me zoom out a little bit. It tagged me in, immediately just started falling down. But no, it was kind of plain. I didn't know what we are gonna do. I'm like, we might go up. Nope, stopped out. Right. So I get stopped out, and at this point, I'm like, man, I'm seeing this happen in front of my eyes, and I'm like, bro, Isaac, you can't be undisciplined and get in. You got stopped out because you decided to do this, so you have to live with it and just watch it and learn from it, right? So I'm watching this whole thing happen. The market's just going in my favor. I'm like, man, this is actually crazy. So as that's happening, I think the next cycle begins here real soon. Hold on. Where's that? Smooth. So the next cycle begins right here. Right? Let me go ahead and delete this. I'm not really worried about that no more. I say smooth. I'm just gonna continue the continuation because we're gonna hit TP. Like 1 to 3 still right here. We still got a long ways to go. Smooth. Right? It all worked out. So I had this MobbbCycle high right here that I was just gonna use because we broke up above. So the retest here. Cool. Promised lands, we there. Right? So I get in right here. I say, oh, this is gonna be a good one. You already know what we finna do. I'm gonna actually just aim right here. I'm still gonna get a 1 to 3. I'm gonna get 3.5. Like we good. I'm gonna get that loss back. Right? Getting the trade. Went to break even on the first original entry. But getting the trade right off of this retest here. You know it's crazy? I didn't even realize this just hit a 1 to 2. This should have been break even. This is what I'm talking about. It's like my focus is not there right now. This hit a 1 to 2. And I took a full loss on this. This should have been break even at max. But anyways, it's crazy trying to find that stuff on live. But anyways, got in that trade and eventually, boom, got stopped out. So both positions would have ended break even. It would have been a break even day regardless. I mean, I guess this one hadn't came down here yet, but I think it did. Let me exit it. Yeah, so it ended up coming down there. So both positions would have had break even regardless. Or if I did everything right. And I guess the frustration comes when you realize there's a lack of focus going on. There's a lack of so many things going on. But yeah, we can't be doing that. I love these videos because actually I do actually learn with you guys when I do this. This is why I kind of like the series, not gonna lie. And August is my worst month, so what better way to display me than do it on my worst month? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, fam, I need to lock in. We have about $200. Let me go to it actually. Hold on. All right, so we got about $190 left. Our max drawdown is 50,000 because we got above that 2,000. This account was almost passed. That's crazy. But like, listen, bro, we have not been. We had 1 real win day, 2 real win day, 3 real win days. We had 3 real winning days throughout this entire month. But again, I also want to point something else out to you. You see, I've lost all these times. This was break even, so it was nothing. This was after 2 losses in one day, and I think the third one put me in profit kind of thing. But you see all of this losing, and yes, I'm about to blow this because this is a combine, but this is your regular account. You're still up $190, and we have literally 2 weeks straight of losing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of the message I want to let you know as well within all of this. Just because, for example, in this situation, because I have a funded account and I have a live account. In this situation, my funded account might not be going well, might be getting blown. But in the live account, I'm feeling stagnant. I feel like I haven't made money. I feel like I haven't lost money. With the funded or combines, I feel like I've lost money because essentially your drawdown moves up and it starts over. So I have lost money. I only have 190 left. But anyways, I just want y'all to see that, you know, if we pass this account, I ain't gonna lie, you might have to put me up there with Braun. Not gonna lie, we got 190. That means now we got 1 shot left. We got 1 shot left, and I'm gonna find a really good opportunity, and I'm gonna capitalize on that opportunity. And that one opportunity is gonna go our way. I'm talking to speaking to existence right now. It's gonna go our way. And when it go our way, we gonna be smooth. You feel me? But nah, I appreciate y'all tuning in. That is everything I got for this one. Peace, love, y'all be smooth.